All right, so a couple months ago, I found this case where this guy leaves his daughter in the car and she fucking dies because the car turned off. And it's just a very interesting case. And basically, he took a plea deal where he was going to get 30 years in prison, which is that's insane. That's too many years for leaving your daughter in a hot car. I think you should get a slap on the wrist, in my opinion. I'm joking, obviously. It's a serious crime, but 30 years is insane. Because you look at this dude, Christopher Ryan Schultz. Let me look him up. Oh my god. Are there really no images of him? Here we go. Look at him, bro. This is him right here. This is his family, bro. He's got a perfect family. They're wealthy. His wife is above average, I guess. She's not like, super attractive, but she's doable. But she's a doctor, and that's pretty cool because that means that you guys are rich. And this is his family, bro. Look at his three daughters. She's currently powder because she doesn't exist because she was killed. He is dead, and that's just so weird to me, bro. He killed himself. I'm assuming there's not much about what happened, but he killed himself, I think. It's safe to say. Because he knew 30 years in prison just for accidentally killing his 2-year-old daughter. He's 2. 30 fucking years in prison for that? That's insane. Because think about it. Here's his other 2 daughters. I'm assuming she's about 8. She's probably about 5. He's gonna miss all of their lives. But if he served his 30 years, which he probably would, because I think the way it was set up was that he wouldn't get parole, meaning he wouldn't get out early. He would have to serve the time. But bro, so by the time he gets out, he's gonna be 68. That's old as fuck. Let me show you what a 68-year-old looks like real quick. He's gonna look like fucking this by the time he gets out. He's gonna miss his daughters. He's gonna miss their prom dates. He's gonna miss them getting boyfriends and getting married. I'm referring to these 2, not these 2. He's gonna miss all of that just because he wanted to play a fucking game of Call of Duty. he, he left her in just so he could play some Call of Duty. He got distracted. He was trying to get that diamond skin. But if he were to go to prison for 30 years, which is what the state sentenced him to for this crime, which it's not even that big of a deal, because here's the thing, like, the reason I'm playing it down the severity of what he did is because, dude, people do abortions all the fucking time, and they get slaps on the wrist. It's no big deal. New Mexico girl kills baby in hospital. Look at this girl right here, Alexi Treviso. What's gonna happen to this girl? Here's the thing, bro. Here's the fucking thing. This dude got 30 fucking years in prison for accidentally leaving his daughter in a hot car. Whereas this girl intentionally murdered her child in a hospital. And I say murdered. We don't really know what happened, but for sure the baby was alive and crying. She was in a hospital and she put it in a trash can and tried to conceal it. That's murder. That's deception. This girl is evil. And women who have abortions in general are evil. They because it's murder. Abortion is murder fundamentally. So this woman's evil. Women who have abortions are evil. This man, Christopher Schultz, he's not evil. He's just a doofus, man. He's trying to level up his Call of Duty account or whatever the fuck he was doing. He's not evil. It was a complete accident. Look, he loves that girl. He was devastated by it. Granted, I'll show you in a bit. You watch the video of him. You watch the cop cam of him when the cops are in his house and all. And he clearly is more upset at being treated as a criminal as opposed to the fact that his daughter died. And that certainly, I'm sure, played a role in his decision to plead guilty as opposed to taking it to trial. But let me show you the video. Lord.
The father who pled guilty after leaving his 2-year-old
part of the courts.
She's so hot. She's my mommy, bro. I have mommy fetish vibes over this girl, Anjanette Levy. I'm sorry, that was weird. I'm trying to find one that's from the contemporary. Here we go.
Case was absolutely.
But it's funny because they go in their house and why are the cops there? Think about this. We live in a society, but the cops serve no function. They're not the paramedics. They're not there to make sure that everyone's okay. They're there for law enforcement because we live in a society. And you might say, well, it's a family matter. And that would be his argument. This is a family matter. This isn't a law matter. This is a family matter. Why are you here? And that's essentially what he says, because at the time, when the cops first come to his house, he's not really concerned with them. He's just going through the motions. He's like, oh my god, I gotta get my shit together. I gotta go to the hospital. And then it's only until he tries to take a shower, rather. Oh, watch a grown man cry. Watch this.
Can be saved. His wife, though, knows it's too late.
She's dead. I need to be with her right now.
Oh my god, no. Look at this dude's like, bro, what? And then watch when he tries to take a shower. Cop informs him that he's essentially a criminal. And that they're there. The reason that they are there and why he cannot take a shower is because they're going to arrest him. They're going to take it. They're going to strip his rights away. This guy has no more rights, and that's what the cops are going to tell him.
All right. Back out. The car's off.
Christopher Schultz then planned to
This dude, Anjanette Levy, is so hot. I wonder when she was born. I would probably guess 1975. No, I'd guess 1974. But she's kind of hot. She's obviously mature, but she's got that mommy vibe. She's got that mommy vibe.
go to the hospital, but there was a bit of a hiccup.
Just to let you know, I don't want to feel like we're intruding, but we're going to have to stand by with you for a while. All right?
Is there a reason why?
So, in death, we have to treat like a crime scene.
See, look at this, dude. This is why he did not take it to trial. I'm assuming all of the police cam would have been in evidence, whatever, but look at the way he reacts when he finds out that he's now subject to criminal prosecution. Devastated by that he is, but the fact that his daughter just died. If you truly gave a fuck about your daughter's death, you would just have no reaction to anything else. You would not have a reaction to. You just be like, whatever. I'm so devastated, I don't care that I'm fixing to go to prison for life. But this brings up an interesting subject, and that is, well, it has to do with like, children. So oh my god, this is so interesting. So the pro-abortion people, in an ideal world, they would be fine with post-birth abortion. The only reason they're not fine with that is because, well, the only reason they claim to not be fine with it is because of society, and most people are completely against that. Whereas people who are in favor of abortion, meaning, and I'm mainly referring to pro-abortion protester people who, these are not normal people. These are the 1% who go out and protest and are active and all this shit. Bro, imagine protesting for women to be allowed to kill their children. That's horrible. These people, I would not want, if I was God, I would not want these people to enter my kingdom. I would want them to be annihilated, and I would want them, like, their filth out of my presence if I were God. But these people, they don't give a fuck. They would prefer, oh my god, look at this beta male protesting here. All these demons. These people need to be put in camps, straight up, full send. But all the people who protest abortion, they would be fine with women killing their unborn children like Alexi Treviso did. The reason they don't is because there's a curve of society where society supports abortion, but the closer it gets to being born, the less and less support abortion has, and then you have that valley where people are completely against abortion after birth. But post-birth abortion is just, it's no different than, what? Dallas Cowboys player Marshawn, dude, this dude's the same age as me, hold up. Marshawn Nealand, what the fuck? Marshawn Nealand, what is this? Cause of death. You know what? He probably just got caught up in drugs. Would be expected. Anyways, let's get back to the subject. But killing a baby after it's born, which is called postnatal infanticide, 90% of people are against that. But these people, the pro-abortion people, they support it. They just know that they're not going to be able to electorally get that into legislation because overwhelming majority of people oppose killing children after they're born. It's fine to kill them before they're born, but you can't kill them after they're born. And even before they're born, it's iffy because it's very interesting. I want to make a graph, but I'll do that later. It's interesting, abortion, and how there's a curve. There's a graph of closer it is to being born, the more people or the less people support abortion. Anyways, the point is, the reason I brought all that up and the relevancy of it is, so this dude's daughter was 2 years old, whereas this girl's daughter was this girl's daughter was 0 years old. So they're only a 2-year difference. So this guy's getting 30 years for accidentally killing his daughter. Whereas this girl is probably going to get like 10 years. And oh my god, let me look up her fucking, because I remember in the comments, people were saying, oh, she's just a little girl. Oh, she deserves mercy. Lexi Treviso. You look at the comments and they're saying, oh, she's just a little girl. She shouldn't be. Maybe not in this comment section, but I know I've seen it. I can't find else where. But I remember there was some comment section I saw regarding this case, and people were saying like, oh, she doesn't deserve punishment. She deserves psychiatric help or psychological help. She needs a therapist, not a prison sentence. I'm like, dude, she straight up killed her unborn children. And women do that all the time because they don't want babies. The same reason they have abortions. This woman killed her baby the same reason that women have abortions. Because they don't want the fucking child. They want the sex, but they don't want the consequences. Anyways, but regarding this case, it's so strange because this dude here is the same age as my cousin, who is currently 38 years old. So they're the same age. So it's just weird. And it's mainly what's so strange is it's just so unnecessary, bro. Look at these two girls, bro. Forget that. Just throw her in the trash. We're not talking. Have an abortion. Imagine if she just aborted her. Throw her in the trash. No big deal. Let's focus on these two. They're more older. They're more like us in the sense that they're older. They're bigger. Obviously, I was being facetious. I was being facetious when I said they were in the trash. No, I don't believe in that. I'm being facetious. But the point is, these two girls now. Not only have they lost their sister, they also lost their fucking dad because the state basically said, you're going to get 30 years in prison. You're not going to see your children grow up. You're not going to be able to be there for them. You're not going to meet their boyfriends at prom or homecoming or whatever the fuck and see them walk down the stairs with the fucking dress and all that shit. You're not going to do that because you're going to be in a fucking prison cell getting fucking sucking dick and all that. All because of some accident. It's so stupid. It's so unnecessary. This guy should not have gone to prison for that. I'm sorry. But if you're going to allow women to kill their babies, their unborn babies, which is straight up murder. Unborn babies, they're as much aware as postborn babies. There's no fucking difference. But it's sad. It's unnecessary. These two girls, what about them? They're the true victims here. It's not her. The only reason the state would give this guy 30 years for accidentally killing her. It's not for her sake. She's dead. It's for society's sake because we don't want to live in a society where dads are reckless and they're allowed to accidentally leave their children in burning vehicles. But it's senseless and it's just true victims of this case are, well, the wife, but these two beautiful young girls who they lost their father completely unnecessarily. It's so sad. I lost my dad when I was 18. These girls look 8. That's crazy. Losing your dad at 8? I don't know. That's insane. They look like they have such a happy life, and it's just all taken away from them because of a little oopsie, a little mistake he did. You know, and this is regarding the value of human life. Oh, she's dead. They can make another one, bro. They can make another girl. And I'm being fascist. How do you say that word? Oh my god, how do you say that word? I don't even know how to say that word, but I know what it means. I just don't know how to say it or spell it. But anyways, back to the subject. It's just strange, bro. An accident, a 2-year-old cost the death of a 38-year-old and the loss of a father for an 8-year-old and a 5-year-old. Let me ask ChatGPT how old these two girls are. Let me do that real quick. I'm assuming they're 8 and 5, but I could be wrong. So the thing about ChatGPT is if you straight up ask it just to tell you how old people are in an image, they will not do that. So you first have to say describe the image and then say how old do the people in the image appear. Mid to late 30s, that's accurate. Early to mid 30s, sure. So she's 6 to 8, and she's 2 to 4. And ChatGPT is damn accurate. Let me show you. No, I don't want to show you because just show my private information. But anyways, I was on ChatGPT today, and I was on Google Earth, and I would take various images from Google Earth Street View, and I would upload it to ChatGPT, and I said, hey, where is this on Google Earth? Where is this located? And it would tell me the exact fucking region, the exact province of Mexico, Canada, France. It's so fascinating. It really is fascinating. This ChatGPT is insane smart. But so a 6-year-old, or we'll say she's 7. So a 7-year-old and a 3-year-old, she does not look 3. I'm sorry. She looks 7. She looks 9. But it's like, bro, these two girls, their lives are over. They're not over, but their lives are ruined unnecessarily. It's so unnecessary. The state could have just said, hey, you know what? It's a mistake. We understand it. We're not going to prosecute you. And he shouldn't have been prosecuted for it because it's a mistake. It's not like, what's this one girl? It's not like Kate Cox, rather. It's not like this girl who crossed state lines to murder her child. It's not like that. She intentionally murdered her baby. Intentionally. Because she viewed her baby as trash. Whereas this dude, Christopher Schultz, he just got distracted. He was trying to get a fucking score streak running on Team Deathmatch. Hardcore Team Deathmatch. He loved his daughter. Look at him. There's an image of him with her, and it's real sweet. This one right here. Bro, look at that. That's adorable, bro. He loves her. He loves and cares about her. And you're gonna ruin not only his life, but more importantly, his daughter's life. You're gonna ruin that all because of a mistake, of an accidental death of a 2-year-old. I don't know. It's interesting. But the reason I talk about this is this case very much is pertinent to abortion. Because abortion is like, oh, it's only 5 months old. We can kill it because it's 5 months old. Whereas this girl right here, she's about 2 to 3 years old. You can kill it, and you can kill it. Or I'm sorry, you can kill a baby who is, or you can kill a person who is 2 months old, meaning a fetus, someone who's unborn. But you can't kill a 2-year-old. It's very interesting, and it's just, I think this case is, it's very damning of our society and how we view children and the value of children. All children have value, no matter how old they are. This girl had value, just as Alexi Treviso's or her child had value. Just like Tildy Clinton, just like all of these people have value. All these embryos. This person has value. That's a person. They all have value because all life has value. All people are equally valuable. They have equal value. But so, anyways, I just think it's weird. It's just weird. I was not expecting this guy to commit suicide. I was expecting him to like, go to prison. And I thought he would only go to prison for like 10 years. Because I don't think you should get like, I don't know. I don't think you should get fucking 30 years. And another aspect is the fact that it's his own kid. It's not somebody else's kid. It's not like, part of the reason we have law is in the past, you kill someone's son, well, suddenly you've wronged another person. Whereas in this scenario, he's wronged nobody because his daughter is his. He created his daughter. His daughter isn't that someone else invested in and all this stuff. It's his investment. It's his, I don't want to say property, but it's his property effectively. In the same sense that like, somebody else's son is somebody else's property. And the reason we have law is because without law, if you kill someone, the other person's just going to fucking vengeance kill. And that's just it. And you can't have vengeance killing. That's the only reason we have law. Another reason I have law is deterrence for crime, and obviously deterrence for negligent crime, and that's what this is. But damn, 30 years is stupid. That's such a stupid sentence. They just threw the book at him unnecessarily, just to ruin his life. It's sad. There's mommy Anjanette. Oh, of course she's a woman. That makes sense. It's a woman. She's probably on her period when she made that sentence. But I don't know. It's just a sad situation. It's not Christopher Schultz's life.
Too late.
It's not his daughter's life that's ruined. It's his 2 daughters' lives. These 2 girls. And it's sad.